Hi there everyone, welcome back to another video of Late Customs. Today we are going to be working on the other thing once again. Hopefully after today we'll be able to actually get the wiring somewhat like complete, hopefully 90% complete. Because at the current moment, all I still need to do with the wiring is connect up the starter, the speedo sensor, the reverse switch, the radiator and the passenger side headlight. Once we got that done, we can actually start with the battery location. I'm receiving my battery a little later in today because William is going to drop it off here by me. But let's just take a moment to appreciate how neat this wiring actually came out. Because it's like daylight at the moment, you guys can see a little bit better here. So you guys can literally see the wiring coming out right there, going up right here, and then splitting to all the different sections or the components on the engine. We have all this wiring coming out here. I did actually use some rubber grommets not to damage the wiring, because obviously the last thing you want whenever tempering with wiring is a short. I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with this as yet, so this here at the moment I think I'm going to leave as is because this is going to suffice for the time being. And besides that, another problem I'm having is I'm not entirely sure why, is that these wires right here are actually a little bit too short. So I'm not entirely sure if I'll have to do that over what, but that's for everything in this section of the engine, it's sorted. So we're going to start straight away with getting this wiring sorted out. I know you guys are very fond of wiring. I'm going to try my utmost best to make it as entertaining as possible, but moral of the story, we need to do this in order to get the car done. We know it starts up, super happy about that. If you guys didn't check out the video as yet, definitely do go check it out. I think it's like 2 or 3 videos back of the first startup on the yellow thing. One thing I would like to mention to you guys, or actually ask you guys, is I was thinking of spraying this valve cover a wrinkle black. I'm not entirely sure how you guys feel about that. I do still have white paint there. I do have red, and I do have white, and I do have the black. The red and the black is wrinkle, the white is just the same like this. I actually feel the black is gonna bring the engine a little bit down, I think. And I think it's gonna pop even more. So I'll leave it down to you guys to decide. I know many of you guys don't really appreciate wiring that much, and it actually bores you guys out. So for the people that actually like the wiring part, please excuse me, but this is actually the next day, and I've sorted out a few more wiring on the car. So I managed to get the engine bay somewhat complete. So let me just show you guys. For the most part, this is how the engine bay is currently going to look like. So you still see quite like a little bit of wiring, but I'm going to try to neaten it up in the future. But for the time being, this is the best I can do, and I'm currently working with what I have here in the garage. So I got the radiator yesterday. I wrinkled up the radiator fan. I got the hoses on. I still need to complete the cooling system, which I'm going to do today. And I got the wiring also like buckled up. One thing I actually completely forgot about, I didn't actually like mention this to you guys. So I actually had to cut a hole here to get all the wires run through the front panel. So most of the wires I have running through the bottom section of the front panel. So here you guys can clearly see all the lights, all the the harness for the lighting is coming out here. And so the same this side. I have everything coming out this side as well. I have the terminals on for the fan. I have the other terminals on for the fan switch. This radiator in here currently actually came from the Caddy bucket that I stripped. I reused the radiator from that bucket. This fan shroud is actually from this car, which I just like resprayed again. That was also in the bucket. So I'm reusing this for the time being just to get the car up and running. And like I mentioned, in the future I will definitely go about upgrades and some fancy goodies. But for now, the goal is literally just to get the car up and running and getting everything or most of the stuff sorted while what we can actually work on the time. I'm definitely extremely happy with the progress as far, but I think what I'm going to attempt at the moment is finishing these water lines right here, try neatening up the wiring. I got a 4-gauge wire for the starter, and another thing is that I actually just earthed the gearbox to the chassis of the car. I earthed the valve cover to this portion of the car, so the earths are currently sorted in the engine bay. I just need to sort out the power wire, so hopefully that power wire is connected to the back and is running at the back, then I can get this car started up. The battery I actually have for the car is not in a very good condition, so I really need to actually buy myself a new battery, because I went to get the battery charged and got some bad news regarding the battery, so I need to buy myself a brand new battery for this car, which I am currently saving up for. But for the time being, I think with the battery we have, we should be alright, I guess. I think so. I'm not entirely sure, but I think so. So fingers crossed everything goes well from this point onwards. But I'm gonna get you guys to understand once again, and we can maybe just try and sort out a few wiring, there's wiring here, and a few of the water lines, so we can actually get this car started, idle up the temperature, and maybe just see the car's fan going on once or twice and getting a few stuff sorted. Another thing I need to sort out is that because this one has this pipe right here, we need to have the water bottle in the engine bay for the time being. I actually flushed this out. So the main plan in the beginning was not to run this radiator, and that's the reason why I actually flushed out that portion right here. So I'm actually going to make myself or design myself my own bracket for the time being, so that I can actually use the water bottle and we can just run everything the way it always should be, or the way it should be. So let's get started. A lot has happened since the last time I actually seen you guys. And one thing I really, before I actually get into the other thing, I was like to explain to you guys, there's a lot of like stuff I do off camera, but it's like, it's not very interesting stuff, but like, it's stuff that, like example, like fitting radiator piping, it takes me an entire day to do, but I can't put all that in just one video. That's why like the videos, like this video technically consumed like 3 days in total. But I'm gonna break you guys through what I actually did on the car as well. As you guys can see currently here, I'm gonna start with the water bottle. So I got the water bottle in this location right here. So this location right here is literally just temporary because I'm running with this radiator right here. I need this bottle, and I shaved off this bracket for the water bottle, which I actually modified the previous time to make this water bottle fit. But I feel like having the water bottle there for the time being, well, it's perfectly fine with me. I got some temporary piping on, and you guys can see I made a lot of extensions here and there as well. But the car idled last night, as you guys seen in the clip just before this. The car just started to boil here by the water bottle due to the bottom piping was a little bit cooler than the top piping. So this car doesn't have a thermostat in, so I think it could be the water pump. Do comment down below. I do have some creases here in the pipe here, like in the piping here at the bottom, so maybe I need to sort out that as well there. But this far, I am happy with the outcome and the progress that has been made on this car this far. I did block off the heater for the time being because I don't really have like all the piping I need and stuff. I literally need to go to the spare shop or the hardware shop to actually go buy all the necessary piping I need in the correct lengths so that I can actually get this piping sorted. But this far I have no leaks. This piping will work for the time being, so I think we can actually continue with that. I just need to figure out why like the bottom piping are a little bit well cooler than the top piping, but everything just came out amazing. This is the outcome of the car thus far. I'm extremely happy with the outcome. Actually shooting this video just before heading out to work. It's quite hectic, like filming something that doesn't consist of a lot of content but consists of a lot of work. I'm sure a lot of like well, video takers out there, content creators out there can relate, but it takes so much time to actually build a car. I'm not really in a rush. I still would like to get the car done for time to late, which I doubt I will, so don't get any expectations. Another problem I actually had is with the battery in the boot. I didn't get enough power to the boot, so I need to upgrade my 4-gauge cable. The 4-gauge cable I actually bought was a little bit, well, too thin for my liking, so I'm gonna buy a 0-gauge cable one time, or just a proper thick battery cable in the length, like I think it's like 4 meters or 6 meters to the trunk, and then we should be sorted. Everything, well, in the back is sorted for the battery, but I just got like the battery terminals on here in front just to start up the car in this section, because with the battery here the car starts up perfectly fine, but with the battery in the rear the car just clicks. The lights go off on the dashboard, so that's the problem I'm currently having, is the wiring to the rear. But all the others are sorted. I need to get all this wiring tidy up, so I'm gonna get that in the next week. I do have a few customers' cars I need to work on. I might have a well, chain bucky by me Monday to fit a loading kit in. Not a loading kit, but like to lower it with blocks in the rear and sleeves in front. If you guys might be interested in that video, do comment down below so that I can actually know that I should well take a video of that process, because I think it will be a nice learning experience for me as well, and maybe for you guys as well who actually has a chain bucky, who has a bucky in general, that would like to know how to lower one with blocks and sleeve holes. Do comment down below. But I'm happy with the progress. I hope you guys are too. We will like get this car to where it needs to be sometime in the future, but at the current time it just takes a lot of time, well, getting the car to where it needs to be at the moment. But yeah, like I said, I need to buy a lot of new piping, because this is a lot of like piping I actually made up. But that will be about it for today's video. I don't think there's anything left unsaid at the moment, because I actually explained everything I actually did. The wiring, I think I actually, well, just took shortcuts, not shortcuts, but I didn't like explain to you guys a lot about the wiring, but I think you guys can imagine how much time it actually takes to do all this wiring. So everything will be neatened up in one row in a nice well, loom around here, and then once that is on, we can actually get the fenders on, the indicator that side, indicator this side, and then we should be good to go. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.